Today we're going to talk about how to perfectly put every box back in its place. Jewelry 26, Jewelry 56, Jewelry 5, Jewelry 59. As priceless jewels filled their bags, their faces lit up within the champion smiles, but Berlin and Damien started a little squabble. We have a bunch of good stuff around. This is what really matters. You're one tough cookie. After being tormented by a woman for 3 days, the drama between her and her husband. You don't think her life is unique. You're quite the fierce lady. I'm a disappointed woman. You really love her, don't you? She's a tough nut to crack. Tunnel in 5 minutes, more passionate than Damien's 32-year-old Jules, but you're completely clueless. Carmen's ex is right next to you, because she couldn't find any better options. The guy transporting the jewels heard a sound, asked the guard if he heard it, but the guard said that's just metal expanding, a sound he's all too familiar with, but the transporter wasn't convinced. He stepped to the door and listened intently, ultimately deciding to ask the guard to open the vault. Open this. Room's open. Help me close the door. No, it's a misunderstanding. Everything okay there? Hearing that sound was like a scene from a movie, but time was not on their side. Bruce hurriedly distributed the jewels, quickly returning through the hole. The robot controller sealed the hole. Others prayed the guard wouldn't notice. Meanwhile, the guard picked up keys, strolled into the waiting room. After his careful inspection, he told the transporter nothing was out of the ordinary. Do you want me to bring you the keys? Oh my. I have a feeling they're going to turn on the cameras. No worries at all here. After escaping, everyone kept loading jewels. Damien said it was their last collaboration. They'd part after the mission. In the end, the jewels were safely taken, but the remnants of the heist and the cut vault didn't quite match Berlin's standards of perfection. As the vault's steel plates were welded, the seams melting into the sky and ground, investigators would never find any clues. Even the debris in the ground was vacuumed clean. The tunnel entrance was sealed tight. For that, we used old iron, placing our used treasures in those holes. Steel plates, dual mechanisms, steel wires. When discovered centuries later, people will find ancestors' surprises. Next is handling surveillance. Kira previously did it technically. If someone checks the hardware, the show could be exposed. Luckily, Paris has a high-voltage cable buried beneath the auction house. If we separate the 3 phases of the buildings and 2 wires, we can create a thrilling tension, throwing the home's power system into chaos. Due to protective measures, the vault's door was forcibly locked, giving everyone a few extra hours to make the getaway. After handling underground matters, Berlin ordered a thorough cleanup, leaving no fingerprints or hair, and warned everyone not to go out tonight. To avoid any surprises, Berlin teamed up with Roy to dismantle the surveillance at Camille's house. This time, Berlin used his cunning to frame Camille's husband for the theft, drugged him, and had Roy disable the cameras. She took her husband's car keys from the drawer, walked to the bedside for her phone, then approached the coat rack, searched her husband's coat and put on a hat. Driving his car to his other place, Berlin found an ashtray, lit a jewelry tag, tossed it in, and carefully picked up the pieces. Scattered around the toilet to fake the husband's evidence destruction, he took a jewel out, tossed diamond fragments onto the sofa. After contemplating, he figured he had more than enough evidence, so Berlin drove away. For Bruce, tonight was crucial. Earlier, Roy and Cameron were chased by some big guys, losing the motorcycle in the parking lot, but the catch was that bag was booked under Bruce's ID. If the police found out, Bruce would be in big trouble. Left with no choice, Bruce had to drag out the tech with Kira with the comments. Prioritizing. Upon hearing Bruce's explanation, Kira immediately went with him to the rental shop, which was empty. Kira turned on the computer to search. Bruce looked around, spotting 4 playing cards downstairs when reaching the window. Bruce quickly ducked away, but the guard spotted him, so the guard headed upstairs to check it out. Seeing Kira working, the guard asked Kira sternly. Kira said he was a new hire, showed up early to sort invoices, but the guard was skeptical of Kira's claim. So he asked about Kira's predecessor. You're Michelle, right? What's up? He is Bruce. Bruce, I have to admit that I'm a sane. This lady won't stop until she drives away. A crisis expertly diffused. Bruce, hiding by Kira's feet, finally breathed a sigh of relief. Kira asked the guard if he could help with a cup of coffee. Just at that moment, the other 3 came upstairs. While Kira managing the 3, he was also eyeing the screen, finally found info on Bruce. When Kira was to delete it, the office computer malfunctioned. Error messages kept popping up, and the guard offered help. Let's have to say, the man simply placed a plastic bottle into the back tire. Then he taped a balloon to the exhaust pipe, hiding nearby. As the driver started the vehicle, the balloon swelled with exhaust fumes. As the driver took off, he heard the sound of the bottle scraping against the rod. When he checked, Roy slid right into the driver's seat. With a hit on the gas, they sped towards the parking lot's exit. Cameron was already waiting there. The two drove away, leaving behind a confused couple. Tonight, they saw Cameron cheer wildly. Roy was thrilled too, and drove to the airport unknowingly. Roy planned to race locals to let Cameron feel speed and thrill. But first, Cameron must give the neck jewelry it's their loot from tonight. Can't let just anyone see it. Once at the airport, Roy discussed a race with the leader. The guy's request was simple. The stakes were $10,000.